what we watch after dark. My name's Nathan, aka the Midnight Joker, and today we are going to be discussing the end of a series, Friday the 13th, the final chapter, part 4. So this movie was directed by somebody completely different, Joseph Zito. Writer was Victor Miller, Ron Kurtz, and Martin Skit-Rosser, whatever. The main players were Eric Anderson, Julia Anderson, and Peter Barton. Tim White played Jason Voorhees. He didn't want his name associated with this. Corey Feldman is in this movie too, and actually has a pretty big role. Let's go with that for right now. Run the trailer, and I'll catch you on the flip side.
Three times before, you have felt the terror, known the madness, lived the horror. But this is the one you've been screaming for. Friday the 13th, the final chapter. Jason is back. He moves like a shadow, dark and silent.
Sorry you changed your mind?
He never utters a word. He doesn't even seem to breathe.
Where the hell's the corkscrew?
He simply, mindlessly, mercilessly kills. But now, Jason's reign of terror is over. Friday the 13th, the final chapter. Jason's unlucky day.
And we're back. Well, I'll tell you, definitely has the most nudity out of all of them to that point. So there's that. Ted White is was a 58-year-old at the time stuntman and actor who portrayed Jason Voorhees, who died in October 2022, was the longest-lived cast member, 96 years. The last film in the series to pick up immediately where the previous film left off. Yeah, like I said, the 2, 3, and 4 are over a 5-day period. Even though Ted White did not like being involved with the film, many fans feel like he was the best Jason, and he's kind of turned to love it. So that's nice. At the time, this installment of the series contained the most nudity and gore. Well, I guess there's another level out there, boys and girls. But I am stopping here, getting to the cast and everything. This time, I would say it's more like Meatballs met Halloween and made a baby, and it was mainly Meatball. The acting was okay. The stunts were great. Corey Feldman is creepy. I think they had almost set it up like different, somebody else was going to carry on the mask or something. They said it was going to be the final. On a budget of $1.8 million, it made $32 million. It was released on a Friday the 13th, April 13th, 1984. Director Joseph Zito was opposed to using clips from previous installments at the beginning of the film, but it's kind of like a tradition of the film, so he ended up doing it. Crispin Glover's in this too. He's his good old wacky self. I'm gonna have to give this film a 6, although for visual reasons I like it. I've been watching the Friday the 13th for a little while. Well, and this is very interesting. Barbara Howard was willing to wear a bra and panties for one scene, but unlike the other actresses, she refused to go nude. So producers hired actress Robbie Wood to double for her in the nude shower scenes. Even though he plays her son, Ted White is actually 11 months older than Betsy Palmer. Basically, he has her head on a table with some candles like a shrine. So, in the hockey mask made to explode apart in the opening credits, but there was not enough time in post-production to pull off this gag. Robert Ebert said it was an immoral and reprehensible piece of trash. Well, I don't think it was meant for you. This time the film was shot entirely in California. Like I said, I mean, how hard is it for there to be chemistry if everybody's going to get it on? I mean, I like the Crispin Glover's character just because, you know, his buddy was an asshole. But at the end of the night, he was the one that was getting laid. So, dun da da da, dun da da da. Like I said, I give this a 6. It's something to put on. You know, you don't necessarily need to pay attention. You know there's either sex or killing. And this time, I think there was a lot more sexual than killing. But it was said to be the most brutal one, too. So, I gotta say thank you to you guys. We are up to 283. And it's just been climbing. Thank you so much. Please like and subscribe, or just subscribe, you know. Whatever I can do to get a little button love. Get a little button love. Okay. Now you gotta remember that I love you guys. I really do, and I appreciate everything that you do coming back and watching and stuff. I also want you to remember to love yourself and to love your family. One last thing. You always got to remember to get you some.